This is the test you can't ignore. Unlock your true self with Narcissism Insights. Navigating interactions with narcissists, particularly in the initial phases of a relationship, presents a challenge when it comes to recognizing warning signs, especially for those not well versed in the observations to make. Covert narcissists excel at masking their authentic feelings, skillfully obscuring their true selves. They demonstrate adeptness at presenting an idealized version of themselves, particularly during the pivotal love-bombing phase, where perfection is paramount to them. Despite their meticulous efforts, even the covert narcissist encounters a specific test they cannot successfully maneuver. What is this test? I will delve into its intricacies, provide an example, and delineate the typical response of a narcissist. But before we dive in, a warm welcome and sincere thanks to everyone who has chosen to watch this video. I'm Clarence, and today, I aim to explore what I consider the most effective test for identifying a narcissist or toxic individual in the early stages of a relationship or at any given juncture. The examination revolves around assessing control, respect, and accountability. Implementing this evaluation early on allows you to gauge whether the individual intends to exert control over you, respects your boundaries, and is willing to be accountable. Focused on establishing boundaries, particularly concerning your time, this test proves to be highly effective during the initial stages of building a connection with someone. Narcissists often endeavor to monopolize your time, especially during the love-bombing phase of a friendship or romantic entanglement. Hence, it becomes crucial to observe how they react to the boundaries you set regarding your time. Narcissists inherently disdain rules or restrictions imposed upon them. When confronted with a rule, their instinct drives them to break it, interpreting it as an attempt to dictate what they can or cannot do concerning their relationship with you. This aspect brings the element of control to the forefront, as narcissists, particularly in relationships, aim to establish dominance in steering the dynamics. Narcissists also presume entitlement to your time and assets. For example, if you specify to a narcissist not to initiate contact after 8 p.m. due to personal commitments like studying or attending church, they will inevitably devise a pretext to reach out, potentially even making an uninvited appearance. Moreover, they skillfully leverage your empathy, citing forgetfulness, expressing how much they missed you, or detailing the difficulty of not hearing from you. This maneuver intends to convey the notion that adhering to the boundary you've established is a form of punishment for them. The primary objective is to instill guilt in you, diverting the focus from their disregard for your wishes and time to how it purportedly impacts them. Narcissists excel at manipulation, and assuming a vulnerable stance while appealing to our empathy is a significant tactic they employ to justify their behavior. Resisting the narcissist's allure may be challenging, but it is precisely at this juncture that you should assert the unacceptability of their behavior, making it clear that such actions should not be repeated. Taking a firm stance like this when dealing with a narcissist is likely to displease them. By safeguarding your time and resisting their manipulations, you signal a refusal to compromise your boundaries. Since narcissists typically disregard your wishes, they are likely to take offense, responding with a silent treatment, possibly expecting you to plead for communication. Be prepared for an immature response, a noticeable shift in their behavior towards you. Narcissists thrive in extremes. In the aforementioned scenario, their reaction might be, "If I can't contact you after 8 p.m., then I won't contact you at all. If you need me, you know how to reach me." This signifies the narcissist's ultimate attempt to pressure you into abandoning that boundary. They expect you to eliminate the boundary and apologize for upsetting them. Narcissists shun accountability and refuse to acknowledge their wrongdoing when attempting to breach your boundaries. Instead, they ought to depict you as the unreasonable, unfair, and selfish party. Boundaries, especially those tied to your time, become a significant point of contention for narcissists. Their desire is for you to dedicate all your time to them, adhering to their agenda. As expounded upon in more detail in this video, their objective is to pilfer and fritter away your time. Safeguarding this invaluable asset called time is paramount, and it's essential not to permit anyone, particularly a narcissist, to exert monopolistic control over it. In conclusion, instituting a time boundary proves to be a potent method for discerning whether you're entangled with a narcissist. Their reaction to your boundary will unveil their true intentions, whether they seek control, respect, or accountability. Reject any of their weak justifications for neglecting or disrespecting the boundaries you've set. Granting a narcissist the leeway to avoid accountability for pushing or violating your boundaries establishes a pattern. They will continue such behavior. In the end, they will assert control over you. This concludes our conversation for today. As always, I hope this has provided valuable insights. Feel free to share your thoughts and experiences below, and I appreciate your attention.